Well, I've started gCADPlus and I'm going to open one of the template drawings in gCADPlus. In this little dialog box, I'll click Rear Garden Art Deco and that loads a gCADPlus design. And I want to use this particular design to talk about the parts or sections of the gCADPlus interface. The main drawing area is where you see the design appearing. It's full size. It's as though we're looking and flying over a site. So if I pick this paving brick here and we look in the properties box, it's a block or a symbol 600 millimeters wide and can be copied as we've done here. So the main design appears in this space. If I use a command such as the distance command, which is this little symbol up here, it appears in a toolbar. So there's a toolbar running through there with the distance command on it. So I can activate that command by clicking, and then I'll be asked for first point. But you also see the prompt first point appearing down there in the command area. We do everything in gCADPlus and CAD drafting with precision, and so I'm going to float another toolbar called the OSnap toolbar, and I've been asked for a first point, so I'm going to say locate automatically for me that first point at the one extremity of the site and over here from the other. And you can see on the screen the distance is 19,200 or 19.2 meters. If you were using the Imperial or USA version of gCADPlus, that will give you a distance in decimal feet, but the principles are the same. Everything is full size. You notice that as I simply click, distances are being reported, but here I'm simply clicking and no precision is involved. I would emphasize we try and use precision in all landscape CAD drawings, as I'm sure people do when they're using scale bars and drawing by hand. Once the design has been completed, we swing to what's called a layout or presentation space. And here I've got one that is it's mimicking an A2 sheet. So there's an A2 sheet. So whatever we do in the first space that we looked at, called model space, will appear, because we've started with a template, will appear automatically in that layout space. We can add all sorts of symbols, as you would, into any design, and they're contained within a library, and I can go to the standard plant library and then navigate my way through different areas. But we could look in that part of the library that's got, let me go up, it's that part of the library, the size ones. So the standard ones are here, and you've got elevation ones and gradient ones and so on. So we could bring in a standard symbol, any of these, and you'll see that as I click on them, we get a little preview in the right hand side. Let's take plant symbol 07. There's nothing magical about that naming convention, and we pop it in, and let's zoom in on it, and I'm zooming in with the wheel of the mouse. I can zoom out by rolling the mouse in the other direction. Let's just quickly pick the distance command and measure from one side to the other. So that comes in 955 units or thereabouts, millimeters. We could scale it if we wanted to. We select it, rotate, and go click, click, and scale. The important point is, if we happen to go to the library and we went to plants and sized and we went up, you can see there are hundreds of symbols. Sorry, I've gone the wrong one. Go into the size ones, pick up tall trees, and we can bring this tool tree in and insert it directly. It just saves you the trouble of scaling, and it's also been put on its own layer, a tool tree layer. And if we come over here, the tool tree layer is set up with a light colour. You could make that darker if you like, or could even make it green. Let me pick a nicer green, even pick it green, and we go OK. So you can see, I hope, that there is control over most things in the gCADPlus interface. These smarts, if you like, in gCADPlus are all here. There's the automated plant schedule, ground covers, GPS import, adding extended data, and these are all covered by movies in our gCADPlus Facebook pages and in the Instagram page, as well as on YouTube. So I hope that's a quick, simple introduction to the interface of gCADPlus.